okay? Store setup, okay? Store setup is where this client is now going to define and be in control of his store. So this is blue, like these three blue keys. Here you connect with us, paper refill, you request paper. Here you request your little discount cards. And here we're gonna set up the parameters of your store. Your store has, obviously, a name, an address, a phone number, okay? The client has the ability to turn this option on if he wants to be warned, or the cashier to be warned if they make a mistake. So he can set a warning level by product quantity. Let's say that instead of keying in 2, I do 20, and it's just a very large transaction. The system will give me a screen and will show me, wait a minute, are you sure you want 20? Or you can also do a warning total by amount. Let's say that the owner can say, look, I don't sell things for more than $50 in my store. So anytime somebody comes in and does a transaction of $100, I want the cashier to be warned to pay attention because it could be a wrong input. So he can do that, okay? Print receipts is always going to be defaulted to no in our installations because most of the merchants do not print all receipts. They print only the receipt upon request. Okay? Workday start. This is somewhat confusing because some clients think of this as, when would my workday end? Well, the workday end and the workday start is basically the same thing. It's when the machine goes to 0, accounting-wise. At one point or another, we want this machine to start a new day. And the new day is set up on all systems to be done at midnight. But if a client crosses over and he closes his store at 2 o'clock in the morning, he can always change this to be 2 a.m. so that his machine will not cut a shift that crosses over past midnight. So the client can change this. He can leave it at 12 midnight. It's okay. But in the future, if he wants to change it, he absolutely can change it. Anything that you change here, you update. Then you move to credit card. Sometimes the system will freeze on credit card. I don't know why. So we go back to tools. We go back here. And we go back to credit card. Here is where we tell the client, you can integrate our POS with a credit card processor when you apply. When you apply through your salesperson, if you don't have the unit that you applied for and that was offered to you by the salesperson, I just want you to know that in the future we can integrate it. And you can talk to your salesperson and they can fill the application for you so that you can have the POS talk to a processor instead of having you go outside of the POS and be working with other machines or EBT machines. So we can do credit card, debit, and EBT all in one PAX unit, and it makes your life easier, okay? Receipt footer. This is Mr. Owner, where you can put messages in your receipts. Let's say that you sell empanadas now, so you can go in here and add a line and put, we now sell empanadas, and save, okay? And you can do as many lines. We are also open on Sundays. Okay, we don't do refunds without a receipt. Okay, whatever, you just give ideas to the owner so he knows, oh, that's great, I can do my own messaging. We don't have to do the messaging for them. We have to show them where it is that the system will allow them to adapt and personalize this machine that they bought to their business. Okay, that's the whole idea here. Portal account, you know, it's critical for us. In portal account is where we want the administrator, the owner, to give us their email address so that we can register it here. We can hit the register email and let him know he's going to be getting immediately a message from NRS with a link where he goes in and he registers a password to be able to do several things, to be able to access his POS remotely from a computer, to be able to download an app and be able to view his business remotely from an app, and also use the app to scan products because the camera of the phone becomes a scanner. All right, so that's an advantage right there. But this, once he is registered, placed his password and confirmed the password, then the email will show up here as a registered email and terminal. If you don't see the name of the email down here, he has not done the process completely, and NRS will not accept that email address as a registered email address for that POS. And when he downloads the app, he's not going to be able to connect to that POS because that process wasn't finished. So you need to see the email address accepted down here, below the line where it says register emails on terminal. Okay? That also will send that owner an email every night with details of all the sales of products that he scanned and that he created fast buttons for, so that he knows what his store is selling. That's a free service that we give them. It's an attachment, it's an Excel spreadsheet that gives them additional detail to what the POS is going to give them. It just gives them a breakdown of UPCs in descending order. They like that information, and it helps them see what's moving in their business. Okay? And also they get reminders if they're using our inventory module. They would be reminded on low levels of products that they need to order. So they don't really have to be, and they get that in their email address, so they don't even have to be in the store to know that they're running low on sugar and they should be placing an order. Okay? So this is actually a very neat thing, and without the registration of the email here, the inventory module tile will not work for the client. If there is no email here, that module is not going to work for you. Okay?